Hello, this is Pastor Derek McCullers, and this is the first of what I call the Grace Moment and Prayer Time, the acronym GMAP. This is the Grace Moment and Prayer Time. I will be sending these out several times a week via Facebook, uh, and this will be the first edition. Today, for my grace moment, which will come out of my work in my weakness, 5 principles of applied grace that will be in publication soon. Today I want to talk about the first point, and that is accept limitations. Learn to accept limitations. As I struggled with blindness, one of the first things I learned was to accept limitations. When I walked, I had to be very conscious of where I was walking, or else I might slip and fall, and did at least one time. In fact, I had to learn to do things differently because I was limited by my visual ability. But in the spiritual world and in the natural world also, we will do well to accept limitations that are upon us, not because they're going to stop us, but so that we can transcend them. And today I'm very concerned about what is happening on the national scene with regard to the national debt ceiling. It seems to me that there is an unwillingness to accept limitations by many. Um, and I'm not simply talking about limitations on what we can spend, but I'm talking about limitations on what we can endure and the limitations of what we can do if we don't act in a principled way. It seems to me there are parties that refuse to budge and compromise, and it's going to take some sacrifice to get our national house in order. Yes, we must accept the limitation that money is not infinite. But I want you to know, friends, that money moves to principles. If you have your principles set and follow God, and we are one nation under God, and follow God, then the money will come. Our principles should be on education. Our principles should be on rebuilding our infrastructure. We ought to buy American and build American. And our principles should be on safety and national security. And by the way, national security means that people are not suffering without health care, that they're not suffering without Social Security and Medicaid. And these are really matters of national security, because if a people is weak, a nation will be weak. And that is the message about accepting limitations on today in this grace moment. Now let us have the time of prayer. Gracious God, we ask that you would bless this nation, bless the leaders of this nation, help them to see the limitations that are set before them, and then to transcend those limitations by having a view towards the long haul and a view towards the principles and the power and the might of resources that are in your hands if we tap into you. Help us all to be gracious and to receive your graces on a daily basis. That is the grace moment and prayer for today. Again, this is Pastor Derek McCullers. God bless.